JT Engstrom here, Chief Strategy Officer at FreightWaves. We're here at FreightWaves Live in Chicago. Having a grand time. With me is Tyler Harden, EVP of TTN.
Yep.
Welcome to Chicago. Thank you for joining us at FreightWaves Live. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hey, thanks. It's awesome to be here. I'll tell you what, we had a journey getting here with a little weather coming in. That was a little fun.
When did you get into town?
Well, we got in yesterday.
Okay.
We got in on Monday. We flew in on Monday. And flight was only delayed a couple of hours out of DFW, so made it.
DFW straight to O'Hare, likely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you guys made it in. We had a handful of flights canceled out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. We got a few vans for people to drive up.
I saw the pictures.
About 12 hours.
That was brutal.
Yeah, but
well, the moral of the story is we're all here, had great attendance, which is awesome.
We're all here because we all wanted to get together. We didn't want to miss this. We wanted to make sure this event was a total success, and everybody's thrilled to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so with that, this is actually our first time meeting. Yeah. We're on live TV. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, JT, man. That's awesome.
Can we talk a little bit about your business, how it was started, sort of who your target markets are, what the customer value proposition is? Can you talk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, so TTN Fleet Solutions, we're a network of service providers, and we facilitate that exchange on the maintenance and the logistics support side. So if a truck breaks down, we're there mechanically and from a towing aspect as well.
Okay.
So we're handling those events, and we've got a call center that handles that. We've got homegrown technology that was built. When we started 10 years ago, we were cloud-based from the beginning.
That's awesome.
So we have that advantage. And now we're probably on our, 30-something version of our software, and it runs our business every day, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm recently new to the role, actually. I've been actively behind the scenes for the last 6 years as a board member. Okay. But have really just come in about 5 months ago. So I sit as the vice president over the service provider network. My background is that I am a service provider. I ran my family's 50-year-old business, third generation, and we did towing and truck repair, and have a whole host of leadership there running that business in California. So it's really good to be able to enter this market and be able to handle those events and watch it on a larger scale than just in my backyard, right?
Absolutely. And so the towing, or some would call it the wrecker market, is really fragmented, isn't it?
It sure is, yeah. So if you look at it, it's a lot of family business, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Second, third generation, fourth generation. Some of these companies are almost 100 years old.
Okay.
So as long as trucks have been on the road, they've been breaking down. They needed help. And so that's part of where our leadership team is going, is that we really just want to add value back to the client and that driver that's broke down on the side of the road. We want to make sure that he or she is safe and in a good area. So
because a lot of truckers have their local home de facto go-to maintenance and wrecker shop, but now if you are based out of DFW and you have a breakdown in Detroit, you need someone local, it's good to have that network to be able to tie into.
And that's totally the strength of our network. We garner those relationships with our service providers. We are in an interaction with them a lot more than your scenario, right? And so we feed them other clients, and it's really about utilization of the network in the efficient manner.
Absolutely. And so you guys don't own any of the wreckers, is that correct? No. So you weave together the network through software, technology-enabled solutions, and you're able to provide, how broad is your service area?
The area?
Yeah, so is it lower 48, Canada?
So no, we are in the U.S. and Canada.
U.S. and Canada.
Yep, and we've grown our Canadian market.
Okay.
In there's a lot of U.S. carriers needing that support across the border, and so we've done that. Typically, we've had to expand kind of everywhere because our first calls from clients are the hard ones.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, try this. Our typical client, we're their support staff to their current call center that they have managing breakdowns.
Right.
So, we're there to help them, and that's really what matters.
That's awesome. And so now your solutions are catered for owner-operators, small fleet, mid-fleet, large fleet? How do you guys think about that? What's sort of...
So we have small fleets that we do work with, but our main focus are the larger carriers today. There's a regional play. We're starting to see a lot of more regional fleets. I really like that story. The regional fleets are interesting to me because they're a lot of times a family business, and I'm used to that. I'm used to that feel. I'm used to being able to get right to the decision maker, so that's fun. But the larger support staff that we have for the larger companies, again, it's what we mold ourselves to being whatever the client is looking for, and how they run their maintenance plan, really.
Right.
We're agile enough, we're small enough, we're flexible enough that we can kind of fill in the gaps, and that's really kind of the magic of what we do.
That's awesome. So for a small fleet, you can really act as the outsourced back office support to maintain the equipment, ensure that if I have an issue on the road, I can be taken care of.
Yes.
Is there also a parking play in there as well?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of ancillary services that are connected to all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of our future. And so as we step into that, we have a platform that we're about to spin up. It's a little nugget I'll drop here is Service Plus. So the Service Plus platform is for that service provider, loading them in, understanding a lot more about their business. Right now we ask quite a few questions about them, but we're actually molding into now, what else do you do, what else do you want to do, and what are the other opportunities that we can work together on.
When does Service Plus get announced or released?
Well, that was kind of the announcement.
You heard it here first.
So we've been rolling it out to some of our select service providers. So and really it's going to be kind of an in-house kind of beta testing that we're going to do, and then there'll be a forward-facing UI that comes out later.
That's awesome. And so now if a trucker or a truck fleet wants to join the network, what's the best way to get in touch, get involved, get tied in, set up the right service plan?
So today, TTNFleetSolutions.com, you can go to that, you can kind of check that out, follow us on any social platform. We're on Facebook and LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I mean, we're not even connected on LinkedIn.
No, we're going to connect right after this.
Yeah.
I want to buy a fleet just so I can have my fleet join the network.
LinkedIn, man. LinkedIn, you a big LinkedIn guy?
Yeah.
It's like...
You can find me there.
Dude, have you ever LinkedIn dated?
LinkedIn dated?
That's why I call it LinkedIn dating.
We could try.
Well, it's messaging. That LinkedIn message is powerful.
Okay.
We strategically, right? Forming strategic partnerships, those types of things. It's really about relationship building and understanding kind of each other's value.
Okay.
And I think that's where FreightWaves has really done a very good job. If you look at this show, you look at off the heels of this, it's that integration. It's that, and I think that if you just start with the ask and send a simple message and say, hey, I've seen what you're doing, I like what you're doing, let's have a chat.
That's awesome.
I think it goes well.
And can they also sign up through your web interface, I would presume?
Yeah, so for the service providers, you can absolutely sign up. If you're a carrier client, we ask that you contact us and we walk you through it because it's a setup in which we want to be an integral part of your business. So we have to understand how you run your business.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So with that, do you have any final parting thoughts for the audience? I mean, you've got a broad distribution here.
Yeah.
What are some notes for the truckers? I see Chad Boblet over here somewhere.
Yeah. So interesting here, coming here. I'm from a small family business, right?
Okay.
We call it a small family business, and being here and seeing this is almost new for me. But I've been to large industry shows. This is it's a very unique play on how to do it, and it's presented super well. I was talking to Craig earlier. The vision is just awesome, and like the LED lights.
The LEDs are all over the place.
The LED screens are awesome.
It's a big part of our corporate strategy is to elevate the LED market into our events.
It's really an intimate setting, and it's cool. And you can really talk to people. The large trade shows you kind of get lost a little bit. So, it's a great experience for me, and meeting cool people and having chats, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, we really enjoy having you and your whole team here. You guys bring
Thanks,
a lot
man.
of great energy.
Yeah.
You have a really cool offering, a phenomenal model.
Yeah.
I think everybody should check in your website, sign up for the network, enjoy the benefits of being a part of the TTN network.
Sure.
With that, I want to thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Again, I'm JT Engstrom, Chief Strategy Officer at FreightWaves. We have Tyler Harden, EVP from TTN.
Great to meet you, man.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.